Local animal rescue facilities are now joining together to help kids learn outside of the classroom. Heather Lake live in Escondido this morning with all the details for us. Hi, Heather.
Hi, yeah, I'm hanging out here with Daisy. She is definitely checking me out, by the way, and I haven't asked anything about her. Like, does she have teeth? What does she eat? Is she hungry? Maybe questions I should have, but instead I was like, can I hold her? Susan here at the Eco Vivarium. I love what you guys do. Obviously, COVID, the pandemic, has changed lots of things, but instead of talking about that, I really want to talk about what you guys are still doing and able to do, because there's so much for kids to still learn while you guys are even going to start construction and a new location and all the things. We still get to see all of these animals and learn about them. These are all rescues. There's a lot of small rescues in San Diego. So who do we have here?
Well, this is Magic. Magic is a granite Burmese python. So he is a captive bred animal that was a pet. He originally came in as probably a 1 or 2 year old into the San Diego Herpetological Society as a rescue. He outgrew them, which is common with a Burmese python. They get large. And then he was adopted by one of our military, and he was over in Iraq and Afghanistan on several tours. So we were taking care of Magic. And when he came back, he got relocated out of state. And at the time, you could not transfer these animals across state lines.
Right.
So Magic came to stay here.
Okay.
And Lemony Snicket.
Oh, that's Lemony Snicket.
Yes,
okay.
Lemony Snicket.
We're meeting the whole crew here. Okay.
He is a albino red-tailed boa with some other characteristics, the butterflies. He's one of our most popular animals with our special ed kids.
I want to learn a little bit more about how people come and check this out, because you guys have little tours that are going on, so you can keep these animals fed and going. They're all rescues. They all have stories. I could spend all day with you going through the interesting stories about these animals and about how they're still alive. But for some reason, the kids really get into reptiles. And, you know, they come in here and it's just that moment where sometimes if they weren't focusing in school or they're having an issue, I feel like they'll focus on an animal and then all of a sudden they're reading the book and all of a sudden their comprehension is going up. And I think you guys probably see that a lot here.
We do see that a lot. In fact, that's kind of our focus, is teaching kids across their curriculum. Everything about the world is interconnected. And so with these animals, not only can we teach the biology side of things that everybody thinks about, and the environmental side about where they live and challenges, but we can teach history because they're connected to cultures from around the world where they come from. The Aboriginals with the bearded dragons, Southeast Asia ancient groups with the Burmese. Every place has connection to these animals, every culture, religions, everything. So the kids learn about these things from a very different perspective. When you put a live animal like this in their hands and you say, oh, this was connected to, you know, a particular period in time, all of a sudden they want to know everything about the people that had these cool creatures.
By the way, I just wonder if they're getting a little cold since we had to bring them outside for a minute, because that snake is trying to find breakfast or something down there. What is he doing?
He's just cruising.
He'll do that around the whole building? You just let him?
They know they come out here on the patio and it's playtime.
Oh, really?
So they get to cruise when they're on the patio, and that's kind of what he's doing right
I
now.
want to be a fly on the wall in this place for 24 hours. I'm just saying, because there's like a giant Galapagos tortoise walking in the back room. There's like a bearded dragon on my shoulder. This guy's looking for a snack, and I don't know how large his snack is, but I don't want to be it, so I'm hoping he's not hungry. Before we go, the reason why I brought up the learning and the curriculum is because my friend Annie over here created a book, and what you're doing is really, as I stand by this snake's head over here, this is one of the most fascinating interviews I've ever done, by the way. I'm like, I don't know where to walk or where to go, where I'm not going to be somebody's lunch. But you have created this whole hub for people to basically new teaching experiences, new learning experiences in places outside of the classroom, and we've all been learning how to do this as parents teaching at home. What did you create?
So I created a channel on YouTube called Animal Bond Academy. We were able to reach out to different organizations throughout San Diego County and a couple outside of San Diego County as well, so that teachers and parents and really anybody who just wants to educate can go online, take a look at Animal Bond Academy videos, and see all these organizations. I also wrote a book called Curriculum in Action, Multiculturalism and the Human-Animal Connection, which is in direct relation to what Susan was just talking about. And so both of those combined can make a great curriculum for at home.
Yeah. So a lot of people learning at home, maybe those kids, you just can't figure out how to get them to focus on something. This is a great start. And then you can take them outside. You can actually take them to these places that are open for small groups to come check out. And there's so many. There's like, what, six or seven small animal rescues in San Diego, or even more, a little more than a dozen.
A lot more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was looking at the list before I came out here, and I was like, there's quite a few, and it all supports these animals and keeping them fed and healthy. By the way, I am just loving how what is this animal?
This is a water monitor. This is River, and I am in love.
I think it thinks it's your baby. I really do. It's just like cuddling. I have never seen a reptile cuddle like that.
Oh, she's the best.
I'm not sure if she just wants to stay warm or she really is like
I don't care.
a cuddling reptile. This one I'm pretty sure just wants to stay warm. Like I'm 100% that Daisy here is like, look at it looking at me. Don't make eye contact. Don't make eye contact. That's when they start to bite, right? I don't know. I'm not, no. I come to these places, I'll tell you, Shirley and Raul, and I don't ask a lot of questions until I just like, oh, sure, let's just hold an animal. And I probably should start asking a few more questions before I just take the reptile with, you know, large teeth or scales or claws.
I think you're
Either
fine
way,
to
it's
trust
fun.
those folks.
Still-
they know what they're
Yep.
doing. And plus, I think you made a friend. I think
looking
it's
at me?
obvious. You've made a friend. Look at that guy. Right, little
Yes,
dude?
she's definitely interested.
Look at that.
She's like, what is that on your face?
Heather, thank you.
Hello.